see, romance comedy films have been around for a very long time, and many of these films' plots can be pretty predictable. One guy or girl has issues, that other guy or girl comes in, fixes the issues, and then they all live happily ever after, pretty much. And then they have these cheesy romantic montages just to show how perfect they are together. And by the end, like I said, they seem to have a very happily ever after. Many people and couples in general see that and they think, dang, that's annoying, or it's outright ridiculous to have that kind of expectations for a relationship. But these movies are pretty entertaining, and it makes us wonder, you know, how it would be like to have that kind of a perfect life and a perfect relationship. So without further ado, here are the 10 best romance comedy films you can watch with your boo. Alright, so the first movie we're going to talk about is Just Friends. Now, this movie starring Deadpool before he became Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds. He plays this character named Chris, and there's this one girl named Amy, and he had this crush on her in high school. But he was way out of shape, and this girl he had a crush on was way out of his league. And the one day he had the guts to ask her out, he got sadly rejected and had to move on with his life like that. And it's a really fun movie. It has a lot of heart to it. It's a really fun movie to watch. You should watch it for sure. So the next movie we're gonna talk about is Friends with Benefits. Now, this movie is starring Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis, and they play the characters Jamie and Dylan. These characters have crumbling love lives. Their love lives are pretty much doomed, and somehow, some way, they found each other, and they found comfort in each other by having sex with no strings attached. It's a very good movie. It's funny, and it's a really good movie. You should watch it for sure. So this next movie we're going to talk about is Wally. To me, it's a rom-com because of Eve and Wally. A lot of people watch this movie, but in case you don't, the story is about a robot named Wally who is fixing up the world while Eve is in a different place. Okay, I'm just trying to say this in a way where it's not going to spoil the movie. I'm trying my best here, alright? But yeah, these two robots found each other and they found comfort in each other. It's great. It's a good movie to watch with your family and with your boo. Now, this next movie we're going to talk about is Love, Simon. Now, this movie is one of my writer's all-time favorite movies. Shout out to Alexandria. Thank you for helping out with the script. So this movie is about a guy named Simon who is living with pretty much the best family and friends anyone can ask for. Except throughout the movie, he's been hiding this very big secret that no one else knows, and that he's gay. This part came where his secret got threatened, and that's when he realized he has to face who he is and pretty much look himself in the mirror and be proud for who he is. So, yeah, this movie's a must watch. You should watch this movie. So this next movie we're going to talk about is one of my all-time favorite rom-coms I've ever watched. It's To All the Boys I've Loved Before. And this movie is about a girl named Laura Jean who wrote these letters to all the boys she's loved before. She wrote these letters and put them in a box and put it in her closet. But then eventually those box of letters got exposed. Yeah, this movie also has other actors in it, supporting characters. Supporting characters are not just supporting characters, they actually make, you know, an impact in the story, which is why this is one of my all-time favorite rom-coms. Now, this next movie we're gonna talk about is Knocked Up. This movie stars Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl. Now, this story is about a guy named Ben Stone who had a one-night stand with this woman, and this woman later on, after 8 weeks, came to his door and said she was pregnant. Yeah, this movie was really funny. You'll feel bad for the character, man. The movie does have a happy ending, like every other rom-coms, you know. It has this fair amount of cliches and all that, but it's worth a watch, and it's gonna make you laugh for sure. The next movie we're gonna talk about is Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and this movie's about a guy named Peter who had a TV star girlfriend, but sadly she broke up with him, and of course he's very devastated by this because, I mean, the girl was hot, just saying, and he decided to go to a vacation. But the funny thing is though, is that the girl, his ex, actually planned a vacation there too, in the exact same country and in the exact same hotel that he's in. And of course, this woman got a boyfriend already. She got a new man. It's a blast for sure. The next movie we're gonna talk about, Silver Linings Playbook. Now this movie stars Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. And this is the story about a guy who was in a mental institution and he got the green light to go back to his house, go back home to try to fix things and reconcile things with his wife. And he's trying to fix his issues, fix the stuff that fix the messes that he made. But then this girl named Tiffany just got into his life and it made things even more complicated as he tries to fix things in his life. This movie will make you cry. This movie will make you laugh. This movie will for sure be worth your time. The next movie we're gonna talk about is Crazy Rich Asians. Now this surprise hit is about a woman who was a professor, who is a professor, and had this boyfriend who she doesn't know is pretty much the richest guy in Indonesia. And this girl didn't know this until he plans to take her to his best friend's wedding. And they went to Indonesia for her to meet his parents. This movie is really a surprisingly good movie. I'm gonna say surprisingly good movie because I thought it was just gonna be, you know, this rom-com that's just, you know, regular. It's not really different from other ones, but it's really different because the setting is different. But yeah, you should definitely watch this movie. It's great, it's awesome. And the last movie I'm gonna talk about, and by the way, just so you know, these movies are not ranked, it's The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Now this movie stars Steve Carell as he plays a man that hasn't done it yet. And by it, I mean sex. Alright, he hasn't had sex before. He doesn't seem to have the motivation. He doesn't want to get it. It has a lot of funny moments to it. And as many of you guys know, Steve Carell was in The Office. But yeah, it's a great watch. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are entertained, and I hope you take my suggestions, watch these movies. If you have the time, you know, if you have a girlfriend or boyfriend, watch this with her. It's fun. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, hit the like button, subscribe to FHS News Network, and I'm Vinci Perez, and I'll see you guys next time.